morning and welcome to Faces in the Field. My name is Adam Derengowski. I work with the communications team here at Miller Pipeline. Faces in the Field is where we highlight the efforts of one of our teammates making it happen out on the job site. Today, that teammate is Stephen Neely. He's a foreman out of our Denver, North Carolina office. Stephen, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I always like to get everyone's kind of origin story. So can you just kind of describe how you found your way into not just construction, but working at Miller Pipeline?
Uh, let's see how I got started in the field of working. I started out, I was working in textile mills, and then my wife, well, she's my wife now. Her uncle's Darryl Fortenberry, and he offered me a job. So I said the job, and 18 years later, I'm still here. So I was pretty much brought in through family, pretty
Yeah,
much,
that a
pretty
very
much. And
common story here at Miller.
yes, yes, yes. But I love the work I do, though. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm curious, what is your favorite part about what you do? What are some moments that keep you going and keep you wanting to come back?
That paycheck, to be honest. Well, the paycheck, and I get to meet a whole lot of great people,
Yeah.
out there in the field, out there in the field, I love meeting people. I'm no stranger to nobody. So that's feeling, keeps me going every day.
Yeah. The people are the fringe benefit. The paycheck's nice though.
Yes, great, lovely.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Well,
What is something that you wish maybe more people knew about your job?
everybody thinks my job's real, real dangerous, but as long as you take, the correct steps and everything, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. So, they were like, oh, what you do? Gas? Oh man, you might get blew up. No, it's not, it's nothing like that. Take the correct steps and everything will work out perfect for you.
Yeah. What how do you go about making sure that your job site is safe every day? What steps do you follow to ensure, that you are feeling safe at work?
Yeah, well, soon we get there, we always get out, walk the job, and we come back to the truck, fill out our JSA, talk about the hazards and what could happen and how to prevent everything from happening. So, that's how we start our day off.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious what skills, either like technical skills or like leadership or communication, are there skills that have really helped you kind of establish yourself as a quality foreman?
Uh, well, I played football a lot, so I was always looked at as, as team captain or whatever. So, leading is pretty easy to me. Leading is easy. Getting to follow, that's pretty much easy too, though. So, I would say sports helped me, become a great leader.
Yeah. What kind of things have you taken from your football background and utilized at the job site to establish that team culture?
Uh, you know, I, I treat everybody the same. Just like a coach. There's no favoritism out here in the field. Every man got a job to do, and so everybody stays on one accord. We're all one big team.
Yeah. And how much easier does that make the work when you have that team mentality?
Oh, very easy because everybody knows exactly their role. Nobody's bigger than the team. Not me, not the flagger, not the labor hand. Everybody works together as one out there in the field. If one man get hurt, the whole crew shut down. So that's typically everybody's still the same out there in the field.
Yeah. Now you're kind of the veteran around there now, and I'm curious, when you get guys that are maybe a little greener, what's your approach to get them trained up and have them become a functioning member of the team you have out there?
Oh, we start from point A. Point A, letting them recognize the tools because some guys don't even know what a shovel is. So we start point A and B. As days go by, I gradually install something new in them every day, every day, every day, and don't try to get them too much to handle starting out.
Is that something you enjoy doing, having like a greener person? Does it make you feel like that football coach?
Yes, it really does. It really does because now once he learns or whatever, I can be like, well, I taught him something. He actually sat back and listened to me. Yeah, so yeah, so I can see my work.
No better
Mhm.
feeling, right? Um,
Exactly, exactly.
well, I'm curious. We have a program here at Miller called "What I Live For." It just reminds us to be safe in every action that we
Uh-huh.
take during a day. So I'm curious, Stephen, what do you live for?
I live for my family, my wife, my son, and I got a 5-year-old niece I live for, and I got to make sure I come home every day to them. You know,
Yeah,
make sure.
absolutely.
So it's always safety first.
Yeah. I like to finish every Faces in the Field with some real quick rapid fire questions. So I'm going to ask you, you just tell me the first thing that pops into your head. Does that sound okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right. How do you start your day? Is it iced coffee, hot coffee, energy drink? What gets you going in the start of the day?
Nothing really. I just go get it. Go get it. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink any drinks. I just know what I gotta do for that day.
Water and motivation for that paycheck,
That's
right?
it. That's it. That's it.
That's,
Ready,
that's
ready for Thursday to come.
that's right. What's your favorite season to work in? Spring, summer, winter, or fall?
Winter. I love the winter time. Love the winter time. I hate to be hot, so winter time I can fight the cold, but I can't fight the heat.
Yeah, you can layer up. You can't really layer
Yep.
down, right?
Yep. Take anything off.
What's your go-to lunch on the job site? What do you like?
My go-to lunch on the job site. What's my go-to? It'd be Chick-fil-A pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A. I
hard to
love
buy,
Chick-fil-A.
hard to argue with that.
Yeah, I love the grilled nuggets.
Absolutely, and healthy.
Yep,
And then finally, what's your favorite core value and why? Is it safety, quality, commitment, or reputation?
reputation. Reputation goes a long way. Reputation. It's not all about money. But if I got a good reputation, they're gonna pick me first. You know, over the prices. So reputation is the main thing.
Well done. Well, Steven, I appreciate you coming on Facing the Field, and thank you so much for all your hard work.
All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. He's
All right.
Stephen Neely. He's a foreman out of Charlotte, North Carolina. If you want to join Stephen's team, be sure to log on to MillerPipelineCareers.com. You can see all of our open positions there. Also, be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, anywhere you are, we are, so you can stay up to date with everything happening at Miller Pipeline. This has been Facing the Field. We'll see you next month.